Hello students of grade 4, how are you? I hope that all of you are fine. Today we're going to revise one of the most important grammar lessons that we have studied before, which is pronouns and antecedents. Okay, so let's start. All right, so the first thing we need to revise or to remember is that pronoun. What is a pronoun? Now, we previously learned that a pronoun is a word that can take the place of a noun. All right, so instead of saying, for example, that Tom went to the store, we can just replace Tom with he. We can just use one of the pronouns, like for example, he. We say he went to the store. Okay? Great. So, he is a pronoun and it's used here to replace the noun Tom. Okay? Now, what about the antecedents? What is an antecedent? All right. Antecedent, as we learned before, is a word or a name that the pronoun refers to. So, what do we mean by refers to? Now, let's go back to the previous example here, which is Tom. Tom went to the store, or he went to the store. Now, when we use the pronoun he instead of the noun Tom, we mean that the one or the person who went to the store was Tom. Okay? So, the noun that the pronoun he refers to is Tom. So Tom here is the antecedent of the pronoun he. Let's take another example. Sarah came to the party. Okay, Sarah came to the party, but parent. Okay, great. So in the first part of the sentence, we are talking about Sarah. Sarah came to the party. Okay, but in the second part of the sentence, we said just, but she was tired. Okay, now what do we mean by she? Who is she here? Yeah, who is she? Who we are talking about here? Who is the person or who is the girl, who is the woman that we are talking about here by the pronoun she? Now, of course, you're going to say that she refers to Sarah, right? So Sarah here is the antecedent of the pronoun she. Okay, it's the noun or the name of the person that the pronoun she refers to. Okay, great. Now, you need to know that the pronoun like she, for example, and Sarah must agree in 3 terms or in 3 points. Okay? The first point is that the first point is that the pronoun must agree with the antecedent in number, okay, in person, and in gender. All right, what do we mean by these 3 points? Now, she, for example, here is a pronoun that can replace a singular feminine noun. Okay? It's used when we replace a name of a girl or a name of a woman. Okay? So she here agrees with the antecedent Sarah in number. She is a singular pronoun while Sarah is also a singular noun. Okay? So, singular pronouns agree with singular antecedents, while plural pronouns agree with plural antecedents. Okay? So when we say she, that means that the person that we are talking about is only one. Okay? Great. Now what about if we have, for example, the pronoun they? Now let's take another example, another plural pronoun. For example, when we say the boys played with their ball. All right, so do we have a pronoun in the sentence? Yes, of course. What is the pronoun in the sentence? The pronoun here is their, okay? Now, what do we mean by their? Who is they or who are they? Who we are talking about here? We said with their ball. Now, their here must refer to a group of people or to a group of things. Okay? Now, when you read the sentence, you will know that their refers to the boys. Right? So, there is the pronoun and the boys here is the antecedent because there refers to the boys. Okay? Now, do you see how they agree with each other? Yeah, there here is a plural pronoun and the boys here is a plural noun. Okay? And they agree with each other. We cannot say the boys played with, for example, it's. Okay? This is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because it's here is a singular pronoun. Okay? It refers only to one person or to one thing. Okay? We cannot say also the boys played with his ball because his is also a singular pronoun and it must refer to a singular antecedent. Okay? So your pronoun and antecedent must agree in number. All right, let's move now to the second part. A person, the pronoun must agree with the antecedent in person. So if you are talking, for example, about a woman like Sarah, then the pronoun that we're going to use in the sentence must be a feminine pronoun. Like, for example, she. Okay? I cannot say Sarah came to the party, but he was tired. Because he is a masculine pronoun. It's used only with, for example, boys or men. Okay? But we can use she. So we can say here, feminine pronouns agree with feminine antecedents. Okay? And male pronouns agree with male antecedents. Okay? So, for example, let's replace Sarah, for example, with Ali. And here, let's replace it with he. So, if you are talking in your sentence about a boy or a man like Ali, or like, for example, Muhammad, then the pronoun that you're going to use in the second part of your sentence will be he, because he refers to a male, okay, to a boy or to a man, okay? So we cannot say, for example, Ali came to the party, but she, for example, okay? Here, this is a feminine, pronoun, while this is a male person, okay? He's a boy. So we cannot say Ali came to the party, but she, okay? Now, we need to replace she with he, okay? Great. Let's move now to the last part, which is the gender. Yeah, in the gender, it's the same thing. If you are talking, for example, about a man, then you need to choose, or you need to write a masculine pronoun, okay? So, for example, let's take an example here. The man was on the car, okay? He was afraid, for example, okay? Great. Another example. The man. All right, we're going to change the example. The women, for example, was on the car, but she was afraid. Okay, what is the difference between the first sentence and the second sentence? Yeah, of course, you're going to say that in the first sentence we are talking about a man. The man here is the antecedent, and the pronoun is he. So he agrees with the man. Now, in the second sentence, we are talking about the woman. The woman is a female, okay? And the pronoun that we have used in the same sentence is she. Okay, so she refers to the women and it agrees with the women in gender, person, and number. Okay? All right, my dear students, we reached to the end of this lesson. I hope that it was easy. I hope that you got the benefit. So, see you next time. Have a nice day and goodbye.